Hmm. Oh. Yes!
Yeah, alright. Melting Remnant time. I think I go with Dregs here. Get a pretty slim deck. We got Fire's Greed, which is nice. Dripfall, Glow Up, Cluster Kernel. So with Glow Up, Cluster Kernel, I probably want to be on Hivebinder again. I will take a Twisting Mycelium. And we did not get Hiveminder as an option. That's a bummer. I'm going to take Headsman or Trample. I think I can take the Pyre Dampener. I barely have cards to play, so we don't need to worry about it too much. We're going to have a much lower attack Bolete this time through. He doesn't really need a scale. Do I just play him top floor? I'm just going to play him top floor to give the Cluster Kernel more time to work. Most of my other stuff here should be Dregs. I don't think I need the Shield Stewards at all. I think the Shield Stewards get in my way. I'm just going to do stuff like this. This. Let's get these guys out of the deck. And scale up our stacks a bit. So since we have Twisting Mycelium, we cannot put out, like, dead floors, really, like we might typically like to do against this boss. Put the Spear Sweep here. Let's Conscript ya. I think we're stable for this, as I think our troop stack plus Bolete on the top floor kills the boss. Which I guess means we play our Eager Conscripts up here. So we make sure that's the case. Can't Drip Fall in Great Way here, because all it does is, like, put on one round of daze. Doesn't matter. Alright. Moving on. Proliferate versus Spawning Pods. So Proliferate can proliferate my Burnout, but I think it's still Spawning Pods here. There's maybe an argument for trying to play around the green recruit and, like, find a way to mold him. But I'm not feeling it. Hollow Drippings did get buffed, because it does do some attack now. Sometimes Purifying Cleanse is okay. But I think I probably just take Entombed Explosive here. Yeah. So I'd like to get my deck size up to 40 cards for the Twisting Mycelium efficiency. I haven't pulled a draft yet or anything like that, or any ability to reanimate. So I think right now we're probably looking at, like, Merchant of Magic to try and make Spawning Pods better. I do not have a lot to play off of right now. Let me grab a Paraffin Thug. Maybe do some stuff with Paraffin Thug. I think I'm taking Spell Chain Emberstone on the Spawning Pods. It's the strongest thing I have right now. I don't have a lot going on, and I'm going to purge a Shield Steward just because they're really bad with melting. Moving on. Mark of Invasion. I've got Trample, so I think we're good for this. So these guys up here do about 15-ish tops. Should be able to get away with that. I think we do Shield Steward Paraffin Thug here. We should get at least one Slay. $10. Huzzah. I think we just do spawning pods on the top floor here. That guy will get killed, but I don't want to redraw him. And we're mostly replaying these. We're mostly playing these out because I think Fungi kills the boss. We convert all these guys into troop stacks off of our trample slays. Should get us into a good spot. I don't have any means of killing that collector. I'm just scripting up on the top floor. I don't know if I'm killing these Slavan Knights. I am not. That's a bummer. Cannot fit this Entombed Explosive in. I don't have a Drip Fall on the right turn. I don't have the ability to move my units around. I am going to play this Entombed Explosive. I guess it's through this Slavan Knight. It's probably my best bet at getting to the other Slavan Knight. Well, this one, the arrangement of the units is better for me. Here, we just take 10 damage. Greg. I cannot drip fall these in such a way that Paraffin Thug gets a kill, right? Actually, no. If I drip fall the Slavan Knight, I think Paraffin Thug gets to kill him. That's $10. This probably maximizes my boss kill chances. Actually, Paraffin Thug is 30 on kill. I'm mistaking that. I think it's Calcified Ember to collect $10 from Fira's Greed. And how are we looking? I mean, 100 attack thing here probably just wins. Yep. Nothing else to play. So we're just winning off of raw troop stack value right now. That does not hold up. Proliferate or Alone Code. I don't have great units to hold Alone Code right now. I think it's probably Proliferate because it's a consumable card. I think it's probably Molded here. I think it's going to be the Merchant of Steel because I need to check more units. Like, and then some. There's definitely not a room that gets me out of this. Merchant of Steel options. Titan Stone, Immortal Stone. Maybe we get, like, an Immortal Stone Mushroom that goes crazy. No, not so much. But I think I like Prickly Puffball here. Okay. Maybe we're Wickstoning a Dreg so that we have a bigger, better Dreg. I could maybe Wickstone the Entombed Explosive. Maybe we Wickstone Immortal Stone the Paraffin Thug so that he can scale and slay better. I don't think I like that. I don't think it's very good. He's the kind of unit that I would usually rather, like, multi-strike or have some other scaling for. And I just don't have a way of scaling attack power coming out of these factions. I think I Titan Stone the Puffball. I think that's a really easy choice. Yeah, let me Wickstone one of the Dregs, so I have a slightly better Dreg in the mix. The other choice is to Wickstone the Entombed Explosive so that it automatically dies in its first round without being frontlined, which is not a bad idea. I think I'm just moving on with this. I might want to purge one of the Dregs. I'm not confident about that. Let me check my alcove. This event. Okay. I think it's probably Courage on the Puffball. I think that's pretty good. Restore to full health, gain armor equal to amount healed. It should be pretty neat. I don't know that I've ever taken Courage before. I've taken Wrath a couple of times. Let's see. So we've got a Puffball on one floor. Our top floor is spoken for. Our second floor is probably Shield Steward, Paraffin Thug with, like, a couple accoutrements. Maybe it's just a Strength Stone on the Paraffin Thug so that he hits harder. Let me just go ahead and do that. Hitting for 50 probably keeps him relevant a bit longer. If he wants to stay meaningful going into, like, Ring 6, he probably needs Multi-Strike. Otherwise, he's just not going to get any work done. Puffball, Elite, Cluster Kernel. So Archeon is the one that hits for 18. Yeah, I think this is the deploy pattern, even if you don't get the Thug out immediately. Frontline you. Reg. If I drip fall him, Belit can start scaling this fungi faster. Rather, the fungi can just start scaling faster in general. If I proliferate here, I get more burnout. That doesn't really matter, does it? Let me keep the Vengeful Shard for Fire's Greed cache and just start scaling my top floor. I want to bring out the Paraffin Thug more than I want to play the Calcified Ember, but I can't. Great. Might have to be floor size. Nah, if it was energy, I could have deployed the Paraffin Thug. And if that was the case, it would be good. Or if I get rid of the Shield Steward, he becomes easier to deploy. There are answers without us going to size upgrade. I have nothing to mold. Molded. Let's make this guy really big. Actually, I do have a unit to grab with molded. It's just a drag. I don't care. We really want to find cards that scale with our consume pile this run, since all the dregs count. They're unofficial consume cards. Do I just drip fall? Do we want to glow up something? Why would we? What needs to propagate more than it needs? Like, this 18 damage to not go out. We probably want Archeon to attack so he gets some decay on him. Mold is really not valuable. So we're just playing Glow Up because it's a little bit more efficient than a Year Conscript. Courage, full heal, sweet. Inscription stuff. Oh, we get Fire Hunted there. We keep one slot open here, well, 2 slots open, we will wind up having room for our Paraffin Thug when he comes back up. So I'm going to try and maintain that. But I don't think he's going to get any slays this round. Oh yeah, we're already killing Archeon. Do I want $20? I can take $20. This Paraffin Thug does not kill the Chosen Flagellant, right? Flagellant's killing himself right now. I think I get cash with that. So we got another 50 gold in the final round. I mean, Paraffin Thug's pretty strong even if he's not doing much. We didn't get the units that go crazy with this combo, which are the what's it called? They're the guys that shoot. The harvest units go nutty with mushrooms, but we haven't seen them. I don't think it's Formless Child. So the Great Decay is kind of interesting. I haven't played with it yet. It changes our Drip Falls into consumable, makes our Eager Conscripts consumable, and our Glow Ups and our Molded. So the question is, if we take the Great Decay, what does our deck turn into? Because it winds up being 0 cards, which is maybe bad. I'm gonna take it. I need to find something to do with it. Moral Mistress could maybe be something to do with it. I don't think she's good, though, in this case. I don't want a second Cluster Kernel. Spore Launcher is just okay, but I think I have to take him on the basis of him being okay, because I have nothing else to, like, take or do. Let me probably take a Moral Mistress. I mean, Moral Mistress with the Great Decay sounds funny as hell. So I think I have to do it for the lulz. And hope that it turns out to be good enough. I think we're on this Merchant of Trinkets, because I don't know what, like, card upgrades save me right now. I could look for non-consumable, which, like, if you put a non-consume upgrade on something, it will continue through the Great Decay. But, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Combustible Wax is a little weird, and I don't think it's good enough. The Ever-Turning Soil is easy. I think we actually take a reroll here and buy something else. Flicker's Liquor is pretty solid. Attuned Whetstone gets me something, right? No, I have no equipment. Okay. I'll take Flicker's Liquor. And then, I'll check the event before we heal. So if I get, like, the +5, +12, it might be game-changing. Oh. Friggin' weird. Okay. 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 Maybe Great Decay makes this good? Because maybe we, like, Great Decay into a zillion spawning pods and just win. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm gonna try it. Because I feel like I have nothing going for me this run. And this does get me 5 cards closer to Twisting Mycelium activating faster. I have never hit a 60-card deck size, so we're probably not trying to play that further. We got the rally. Okay, let's see if we can rally max our way to across the finish line, but I am really uncertain about this, because usually you just want to play this combo with, like, Wickless Barons and call it a day, and we do not have the easy options this time. I think this is the way we want to set up, and the Shield Steward is a nobody. Spawning pods, spawning pods, spawning pods, spawning pods. So far, so good. There's an argument for maybe moving this Prickly Puffball to the front, but I'm just going to let that happen. I wonder what we're doing this round. I'm actually going to encourage him, so he's getting his revenges off. Flicker's Liquor makes more cards free. I really need for Bolit to, like... If Bolit just gets, like, Trample 400, I probably don't have to worry about the rest of this game. That would be very nice. I can't fit a unit in anywhere. Probably need to blow up you so he gets killed. Spawning, spawning. I think I eat the damage to take the money. I think I need a lot of artifacts to make this work. Okay. We don't have courage this round. I think our Puffball is probably just dead. You in. Conscript. Great Decay etches. Proliferate. don't have space for another unit. We're losing the puffball early. If that's an unforgivable mistake, then I'll re-roll the fight, because I can almost certainly avoid that happening. We just molded the puffball back, actually. Hey, look, he's back. Although that was a consumable molded, so, yeah, I guess that's gone now. I hope we don't need that to win. Anyway, what if I rallied a whole lot more? That's all I've got. If rallying doesn't win, I'm not gonna win. Let's see. Play this, which is consumed, so it etches the floor. Let me play this out to give a little more time, possibly, for Decay to go out, or just to prevent me from redrawing it. It's funny that it says only +5 card draw, even though Ever-Churning Soil is definitely active, and we definitely draw 6 cards. So I guess Ever-Churning Soil is unofficial card draw. That is interesting. Space, so I can bring you in. Go in, that, get a little bit more damage on Corrin, and we just have to kill Corrin on the top floor. We did scale Belit up by like 80 this fight, I think. Oh, yeah, it's right there, so the 82. Give me $10. We're down to a 4-card deck, I see. Yep. Give me $20. Alright, yeah, we're just converting all of our health into gold very slowly. Oh, okay, so Pandemic, even if we apply Consume to it, keeps coming back. We probably need to take it so that there are cards in our hand at the end of the fight. Otherwise, we're in a bad way. Let's see. I'm not very confident that Votavary does important things for us. So, the thing about Memorial for the Melted is it can kind of allow us to continue to play in some circumstances where we've consumed everything we have, which we might need to do. I still don't have a lot of faith in Memorial for the Melted. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to keep us working with. Like, I guess we can play it with Entombed Explosive, and it, like, enables Flicker Licker. Let's try it. If I don't know what it does, I should probably try it. I think this is Merchant of Trinkets. It could be the Remnant Banner here that we need to do. Like, maybe we need more cards or spell upgrades. Because we might need to find something like a Formless Child. We might need to get a non-consumable upgrade on some kind of spell so that we can guarantee our ability to play. Or maybe we just try and make 6 spawning pods win the game. I don't know. Merchant of Trinkets is getting us, what, like 2 Trinket pulls in a Celestial Alcove? I feel like that's not good enough. We'll get more Trinket pulls later. I think we need the Merchant of Magic, and we actually need the Empyrean Well so that our cards last longer. Big Sludge? Big Sludge? He's a bit big. Like, I don't know where to fit him. But he gets a lot of work done with Troop. He's the first Harvest card we've seen this entire stupid time. I'm gonna take it. Okay, Eternal Stone. Crap. I don't have good cards to Eternal Stone. I mean, if I Eternal Stone Pandemic, it gets funny, because you add non-consumable Pandemic copies, and then you start drawing, like... I would start having, like, hands of 8 Pandemics or something. Wait. We can Smolder Stone it. We can have hands that are, like, 8 copies of free-to-play Pandemics. Does that win? Does that actually win? Okay. It is... We are deep into goofball territory now. Like, We are way out there. I have never played a run like this. I don't think it's ever holdover. I don't think there's anything we can hold over in a good way. Do I ever duplicate the pandemic to get going faster? It duplicates itself. It's going to start duplicating itself every round. Do we duplicate a spawning pods? Have, like, 7 copies of spawning pods. I think a 7th copy of spawning pods is actually helpful. I'm going off of vibes, man. This is a vibes run now. I have no idea what's going on. I have to embrace it. I have to just let it be crazy. Or we're not going to get there. I think it's Big Sludge over Paraffin Thug. Because I think I need Big Sludge to be scaling from the start of the fight. I'm going to go ahead and leave the Prickly Puffball behind the Fungi this time. To preserve him so he doesn't die as fast. I need the Dregs out before we bring in the Entombed Explosive. Actually, I can do a little floor overpacking here to get my units out faster. So long as the Reanimators in the back get a little bit of decay, I think we're in a good spot. Okay. Let's go crazy. The Great Decay. Memories of the Melted, so we have Endless Entombed Explosive. Hell yeah. We're just doing stuff. We're just gonna play cards. Whee! Cards, 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 cards. Oh, interestingly, anything I Dripfall out of this floor probably loses Endless, right? Anything I send to this floor gains Endless, I guess? Anyway, I don't want to draw any of these cards ever again, right? Okay, Dripfall you, just to get you out of the way, which merges up the troops. Funny how that works. We'll bring in a Dreg here. Proliferate up here. Okay, so our draws get a little bit stopped up with Endless units on this game plan. Conscript. Spawning pods. Spawning pods. Explosive. No room for Dregs there. Nothing I can mold. We can't kill this Collector. Elite does have Trample, so it looks like this Ravenous Zealot might be a problem. Not quite clearing. I need extra capacity. How are we doing on the top floor? Okay, we're getting through it. The fact that all the spawning pods are free is pretty cool. Alright, alright, alright. We're rallying, we're rallying. I might want to bring out... No, these are coming in Endless, so I'm just going to keep drawing them. Big Sludge is not dying. Big Sludge is actually hitting decently well now. Okay. Okay. I mean, I do really like continually Entombed Explosiving. I could have kept that to get $10. I hope everybody is entertained as we do this nonsense. We still have spawning pods to play? I suppose I've set myself up for these spawning pods. Alright, we're not killing the boss here. I don't really want to kill the boss here. I've got a Glow Up and a Shield Steward. Discard pile has... It still has an Eager Conscript. So long as the discard pile has Eager Conscripts, we are obligated to continue the ridiculousness. Although our next hand is going to be, like, the same guys we've been playing this whole time. It's going to be Big Sludge. I don't know if I want to play Big Sludge. He's expensive. Um, our draw pile has one more Eager Conscript. That's one more possible... It's like 5 scaling, so long as I don't kill this round. We have the Slay Propagate. I want to optimize the number of Slays on the Undying one. Let's probably kill you with Pandemics. I don't want to draw these guys. I think we just pass here, and if that makes me lose, I might have to which the run. Or not the run, but the round. Okay, we're killing. We're killing. And we got the Conscript. Okay, this should get us the most slays possible onto the Undying one, which is, of course, more rallies. So only 1/3 of these slays are elite to produce more troops. But hey, every attack value counts. I think we're going to be unfortunately close to the margins. Mulch should be good here. It's draw 3 next turn for 0. It's also a free etch. Resin Blades is a bit pricey to play. Memento Mori is probably decent damage for about 2 energy. Do we ever need the multi-strike from Resin Blades? Because throwing Resin Blades onto Big Sludge seems pretty good. The problem is that Big Sludge, even if he Endlesses back to hand, Endless doesn't make him free. Only Molded does. So he's going to come back to my hand. I'm going to have Big Sludge and Resin Blades in hand. Be like, okay, this is like 5 energy. I can't do that. What about Wickless Recruitment? Wickless Recruitment is burnout and debuff effects removed. Burnout and debuff effects. I think there's a realm where we need a Wickless Recruitment on Prickly Puffball so that he lives under certain circumstances. Because he maybe picks up some, he maybe picks up a problematic amount of corruption depending on my floor 7 fight. I have 1 room, so we could pick up some rooms maybe if we go for the Merchant of Arms. I think the Merchant of Steel could give us like multi-strike Big Sludge. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I think I need to go for that. We could maybe also hit something on the Moral Mistress. And the Empyrean Well is pretty good. The Vortex could be meaningful for us to drop our Stewards, because we're definitely not getting those guys out. What are our options? Okay, yeah. I'm very comfortable taking Multi-Strike Big Sludge. He got up to 150 attack last fight. Pretty cool with that. I don't want Endless. I might Heartstone Big Sludge for safety. Yeah, because nothing we do makes him scale anymore. I don't think he really needs more baseline, but I think there's a lot of circumstances where the units standing in front of him get punched down, and he needs to not fall over. I do have a decent amount of cash. I'm going to reroll this. Stone, Titan Stone, Smidge Stone. Smidging Big Sludge would have also been a pretty cool option for us to take. I'm almost thinking about smidging the Cluster Kernel so I can fit an extra unit up on this floor, which probably helps, as I'm really struggling to play out my cards. This is the most... I hate taking Smidge Stone to take a 2 down to a 1, but I'm going to do it. I think I'm really on the margins right now. I will Wickstone another Dreg. I probably save the rest for artifacts and later rings. I think I duplicate another spawning pods. Okay. So it's definitely size after Kale, so I think it's going to help me flood out all my cards and get down to the point where my all my plays are just Pandemic, 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 Pandemic. And I think I actually killed Titans by flooding them with pandemics. That's the plan. Sludge plus Kernel. Let's go. Oh, even smidging him doesn't get me a play yet, because the fungi comes in from twisting mycelium before I can get an option to play something. I'll take the damage for the gold. I think he's getting killed a little late. I need to glow up the puffball. Yeah, that takes out the misshapen fiends. It makes things a lot more dangerous for our puffball over the course of the fight. Explosive. I'm missing my chance to dripfall the cherub. So this Blightbound Guardian is going to be really healthy. But he's not going to be healthy enough to deal with the 260 bleed damage. So I think we're in good shape. I need to kill this guy down here, Lickety Split, which is a technical term. Cool, that works. I probably need this Calcified Ember gone. I think my deck needs to be pretty lean. So he's non-endless here, so we're losing him for good. But if we mold him back later, he can become endless later. So we'll go Memento, Courage You. I want to play the Dreg first for Flicker Licker. Spawning pods, spawning pods, spawning pods, spawning pods. Nothing is a higher priority than playing more spawning pods. Unfortunately, Kale is getting to eat here off of this nourishing cherub. But it's just the way it is. Okay, Big Sludge is scaling up. We have to have faith in Big Sludge. This floor is getting clocked. We just have to worry about 6 spikes being on Kale. Make sure we eat the Great Decay on our Etch floor. That kills the Chosen Supplicant. 8 Etch is pretty great. Bring you in. Spawning. 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 More spawning. Up to 3 hundo. No more space. I think we have scaled enough now to get us through all of this. Play the Molded on this floor for the Etch. Brings us the Explosive. This. Paraffin Thug has nowhere to sit right now, and that's okay. So yeah, our deck is getting cluttered because we don't have the floor space. But we'll fix that after this fight. And that should get us into our Mega Pandemic game plan down the line. Okay, Big Sludge is dying. He's endless. It's fine. He comes back with all of his attack stats intact. Courage You. Blow up there. We are at the 40-card deck. The 50-card deck makes Ever-Turning Soil better, but I don't think we want to necessarily aim for that, because holy shit, that's a lot of junk in the deck. Then again, we get to the point where everything consumes, and maybe it's fine. This is ridiculous. Drip ball here because I don't want to redraw it. Kale's not dying, good. We have one more Eager Conscript to draw into, and possibly Vengeful Shard money. If I do something like Drip Ball Kale, he might suddenly keel over. So I think we just pass. Kale went up to Spikes 24. I'm pretty sure this mushroom stack still beats him. I'm going to take the $20, and we'll let the mushroom stack take care of him. Oh, it's actually Harvest Gain Rage, so he does not hold on to that. They should change him into Harvest Gain Attack so he's moldable. It's like, he does not... That's like a little bit of anti-synergy there. I guess that means he has synergy with some Hellhorn Rage synergy stuff, but, like, it's pretty marginal. Spike of the Legion. Intent on Death. We have no Extinguish abilities. Formless Child is probably good. Versus Spike of the Legion. We don't really have energy hacks. We can make Spike of the Legion 1 cheaper after we've played the Great Decay. But I don't think it does very much. And I'm taking Heaven's Light. Okay, let's see. So, if we go Merchant of Steel, I don't think it does too much for us. We'd probably be getting upgrades in, like, Moral Mistress, maybe Paraffin Thug. I think we've moved beyond the Paraffin Thug days right now. So if we go this way, it's probably for the Pyramanes and the Celestial Alcove, which is not bad. Equipment, Merchant of Arms. Thinking about our available equipment, I think that's not very exciting. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. I'm mostly going here so we can Pyramanes. Dualism, I like for the Moral Mistress. Give me Etch for Decay 16 on my insane amounts of decay. We're a bit late in the game to Speedstone the Paraffin Thug. It's often something I like to do, but I think we're beyond the point where that unit matters. I could Wickstone a Dreg. Sure. That makes the Dreg contribute marginally more damage over the course of the fight. We'll take it. If I'm playing the Formless Child in my Memorial for the Melted, that does kind of give me more continual, like, play with the Dregs and more power over time. So that's okay. I think I'm going to Speedstone. I think I will Speedstone the Paraffin Thug. I've kind of got the money to send it on that. RNGesus take the wheel. When we're consuming out all the spells in our deck, I think this is a pretty decent pick. It's normally not something I would want to do. The other thing we could do with that is we could, like, put into a box, like, Mulch, Pandemic, and one of our spawning pods. I don't think we ever deconsume it. So, I mean, what, we have one more option of a Merchant of Magic ever possible, and I'm probably going here for Forgotten Boons to dig deeper on trinkets. Not excited about it. We definitely go Hiveminder 2, so that we can rally max. I think we do get over 500 elite attack stat, which is pretty cool. I might as well Strength Stone a random guy. Do I reroll this? No. Rerolling this probably costs me like 2 artifacts, and I think 2 artifacts does more for me than random upgrades. I think I can take this Pyre Damage. This is really a matter of how long it takes me to draw a Great Decay. Bum 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 bum. It does make my deployment a little worse. I think I don't bring out Big Sludge immediately with this. Hey, we got Great Decay immediately. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we have to choose between Great Decay and Big Sludge. That's going to go to the Great Decay. I don't think I want to Pox any of my floors. but I'm probably going to do it anyway. So that I don't redraw a Pox. How does Flicker's Liquor work? Random card in hand. So this gets us Big Sludge. I'll take it. He's going to burn out right away, and I'm not going to be able to get him back unless the Formless Child picks him. But maybe the Formless Child will pick him. Hey, it could happen. It's okay. Right, I want the Entombed Explosive. I'll bring out a Dreg. Alright. I don't see a Wickless Recruitment play, so we're moving on. So that's good. Spawn, spawn, spawn. Those are the simple plays. Dreg got me free Resonant Ruin. Okay, this is a bit funny, because I can Drip Fall here into Fungi in a Suit to Etch kill the Collector. I also needed to kill the Discordant Heretics. It's a nice little twofer. And so long as we're etching, it's okay if the Prickly Puffball's not revenging. We just need to do one of those two things at all time. Ooh, Hallowed Halls. You shouldn't have. So the nice, funny thing we get to do here... Unfortunately, Hallowed Halls is not great with Big Sludge. But we're going to have a non-consumable Hallowed Halls due to the power of RNG. And we can Flicker Liquor to make it free. We have a big consume pile. I'm still thinking of if I want to play this Hallowed Halls. Because it will definitely mess some things up. I think I'm just going to play the Formless Child. I'm going to play him back over here, because I'd rather get the Endless before I start losing the Formless Child. I'm trying to control the randomness somewhat. I cannot completely abandon, like, having a game plan. So this Discordant Heretic is living more than I want him to. So I think we probably escort him to the front of the class. Wait, does Mushroom Cloud kill him here? So I have a random Mushroom Cloud. Let's go. Okay, Formless Child is dying, but it's fine now. This guy's going upstairs, and he is sufficiently falling down. Reg, free. I'm giving up on a little money there, but it's okay. This molded back, right? Oh, it's not mold a random defeated unit. It's return a random defeated unit to your hands. They still have their cost. Slight distinction. Winds up mattering. So let's see. Remove your corruption, give you a heal. It's dead. These guys are gonna decay through their reanimate stacks, even if they survive this fight. Let's see, I think I want to bring in Formless Child Dreg. And then down here, we can bring in... I could bring in a Dreg, but I'm going to bring in a Spear Steward. Decay my own Spear Steward. Then bring in this Spear Steward to rally. I need to make sure I'm not, like, over-prioritizing playing units to this floor, because this delays my overall game plan. Once my game plan is in place, I can go ham on the second floor. So this Paraffin Thug, because he's been molded before and has the burnout, stays at 0 cost. Such weird little distinctions. Sure, we proliferate that. The Thane is getting through on that floor. Pretty big and dangerous gal she is. Just going to bring in some more regs here. Unfortunately, this is going to ramp up her attack as well. I definitely don't want to... Yeah, so I don't want to Hallowed Halls here because killing the big sludge removes his 144 rage, and he's not going to get it back. It just doesn't work out with that. I could theoretically Hallowed Halls this floor. No, that probably makes me lose out on a lot of Prickly Puffball effect. So I think we just got to move on. I'm pretty sure the 500 attack elite will beat a Thane. But letting her move all the way up is not a really clean way to run this fight in any case. So we are killing her Chosen Prayer Stones both times, and that does make me feel better about it. Looks like we pushed some damage through. Do I want to play into her incant? I think not. Wish I could shut this off. Oh, man. Let's see. I can just play this. Playing this probably gets me another rally next turn. Let's be done with your corruption. That's a lot of damage pushed through. I don't know how it turns out to be that much. Oh, I guess it just buys another... It probably buys Big Sludge another chance to swing. Alright, Big Sludge looking like a meaningful contributor. I dig it. I dig it. That's a really funny card to pull. Looks like we've got the space to just bring in pretty much one guy. One more rally. And I will make myself $10. I don't see anything else to do. Okay, cool. Looks like a pretty strong Bullet. This is almost certainly the fertile ground because our consume pile is too enormous to ignore. Although the other two guys, like those wax caps, the wax cap and the death cap off of Memories for the Melted is amazing. I would normally like Crushing Demise, but it doesn't work well with Big Sludge. I think I don't like the Remnant Host, so I think I'll take Sacred Wicks. I think I'm cozy with Sacred Wicks. We have such a huge... We have so many cards in our deck! This has gotta be bad. I think it's the Merchant of Magic, and I probably want to fish for Intrinsic on the Great Decay. It's a huge, huge game changer. We can't play Pyrestone Housing. Probably take Jack Strips. Wing Steel should actually be really good. What do we have here? We can Eternal Stone something else. I think I Eternal Stone the Fertile Ground. And that becomes a game winner. If I'm Eternal Stoning it, I could Holy Stone it, but it's only going to be worth, like, 1. It's a very minor Holy Stone. This could mean something. It's also pretty minor. Oh, I think the Pyre Stone's really nice. I think the Sketches of Salvation's actually good too, right? Dante's Footstool could get us the Memorial for the Melted immediately, but I think that's actually a little bad. I'd rather hold off on the Memorial for the Melted. trying to see if it's possible. Real quick, I'm checking to see if it's possible for Sketches of Salvation to screw me, which I should have checked before I clicked on the card. Uh, I think it's the reroll here so that I don't miss the intrinsic. We didn't get the intrinsic anyway. Keystone, Windstone, Smolder. So obviously I can Smolder the one thing I just did to make it free. So you can play free Fertile Grounds. It's a pretty cheap upgrade. But I could instead Twinstone it. And it's going to go down to 1 cost because of the Great Decay. So I'm going to be really greedy and Spell Chain it instead. I think the other good Spell Chain there is probably Mulch. A lot of these are going to get consumable anyway, so it's like a nothing upgrade. Let me move on that. Vortex. I'm probably going to Vortex a Calcified Ember and a Dreg. Actually, it's probably Stewards. Yeah, we're still struggling to play out Stewards. So we're going to get rid of these guys. The Empyrean Well. I'm going to Empyrean Well the Great Decay for draw redundancy. Because I think my game plan is very reliant on the Great Decay. Which is something I never thought I would say when I saw the Great Decay previewed. I think my reaction to the Great Decay was more along the line of, what the hell? But here we go. We'll just like play all of our cards. So naturally, the silences that come in are a big problem for us. I mean, we certainly have challenges this fight. We've also got a 530 damage Belief. It's going to continue to scale even higher. Okay, we did get the Great Decay immediately. I think I send this on the bottom floor. So they get some scaling, but the Enthralled Ardent will die with Decay. The rallying begins. The card draw from the Wing Steel, I think, is going to be really helpful. I don't think I can afford to Pox ever. We can never shop again, so we play this out. I don't think I Drip Fall you. So I probably Drip Fall one of my own guys to overpack a floor. Drip Fall this, maybe? He has 5 Burnout. Because I proliferated. So he actually still gets to play even if I Drip Fall him. I could theoretically Wickless him as well. I don't think I want to. I'd probably rather have him burn out. I think that applies for all of my burnout guys. So I have no way to play this Wickless recruitment. Playing it is probably better than... I guess I'll just suck up redrawing it, because I think there's a much more useful turn for it down the line. I'm very torn up about that, but I'll do it. Conscript. I want to bring out the Memorial now. Probably. Okay, yeah, this floor gets hosed by the Silence. Do I ever want to Memorial this floor so that I can bring these guys back? It's not bad. Memorial Mistress is still decently valuable in this fight, I think. Let's try it. Yeah, cardless is immune to endless. I think I need a Pandemic Seraph or something. Let me Pandemic the Deafening Herald. Because I don't want to lose on Big Sludge's Harvest triggers. But I have no instant damage. I'm going to Unearth Treasure. Oh, Great Decay again. That continues to make things cheaper. More spawning pods. Bring out this drag. Flicker Licker hit the Calcified Ember. I was trying to trim the low-cost cards out of the hand so I could get that to happen. And it worked. I think I bring this out. He's endless, so it's fine. We're not punished. Okay. Jackstrips takes out the 12 ones. That's pretty nice. Fatal Melting is 50 damage on demand. Seems handy. Okay, bring these out. We got the Flicker Licker. And that's on the floor also. Do that. If he's endless, there's no reason for him to not stand at the front, so I probably should have played him at the front in the first place. But that's okay, we just correct. This, no room for an explosive here. I could play an explosive at the bottom floor. We gotta play adaptive, pretty much. Like, gotta be really loosey-goosey, free-flowing about how we're doing all this. I think I don't bring the explosive in because I need to continue to trim. Does that mean I Spear Steward here? I have more dregs, right? I do have more dregs to get through. I'm gonna let this go. A big sludge up to 100 attack. That is okay. Let's see. This threatens my spawning pod options. I think I bring in Formless Child here. We can Drip Fall off of this floor, but let me finish packing this floor, and then I'll just Drip Fall. I have no molded targets. That's funny. Fertile Ground for spawn 11. If I spawning pods here, this guy upscales everything. But I think that's actually okay. He doesn't upscale the boss, he doesn't upscale himself, and we just go nuts. I think I cannot be denied. So, how many spellcasts are we talking here? 2, 4, 6, 7 spellcasts? Can I actually afford to give plus 35 attack to everything? Where does it actually matter? There's like 2 units that actually get that attack. So, only the gladiators get to stick that plus 35. Everything else gets killed. So, that probably nets 70 damage onto this fungi stack. That won't deter me. Okay. Let us behold the problems I've caused. This molded is not consumable. Interesting. It's also not playable right now, so let's move on. I think I could technically play it to do nothing, but... Alright, most of our hand is just going to be a redraw of everything that was on this floor that we endless. Conscript. Oh hey, the Great Decay. We're silenced here. So I cannot Great Decay out the Deafening Herald, unfortunately. Also means the Puffball and Mistress like don't matter that much, but if I can prevent these guys from dying, then I can continue card drawing a bit better. Hey, an Eager Conscript. Yeah, so we're all silenced up. That's a bummer. Bringing in the Formless Child here means we're letting it go, but I'm going to do that. I'm fine with it. This will help me trim out some dregs. Wax Cap is here to stay. I will play another Great Decay. Oh, I can actually Wax Cap up here. block the hit on my fungi and get another rally. Okay, we've almost killed all the buff units. I forgot how good Jackstrips is against Jackstraps. I almost forgot how good Jackstrips is against Chosen of Entropy. Incredibly good in this fight. Let's see. We can etch off of mulch here. It does not do very much for us. No reason to keep that. Have your scaling. Have your pathetic scaling. Can't save you now. Bring in Greg. I'm actually going to bring in this Remnant Host up here, because the drafts also rally for me. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and mulch for Etch. Gets me a few kills here. Do I want to take this? I can probably just not take this. It's mostly impactful on Big Sludge. Big Sludge has been scaling pretty fast. We're okay. Huh, those drafts didn't burn out to death at the end of turn. Thought they would. It's fine, though. Puffball. I'm silenced out of my rally. No! That's the worst. And I have no way of dealing with it. Wait, do I want to do this bottom floor? I do. No, we're silenced. It doesn't matter where I do it. We'll bring back a Formless Child. Yeah, the Formless Child. Oh, hey. Now we're not silent. Cool. It continues. Imagine I just accidentally Hallowed Halls here and lose my Belief, lose the run. Because he, like, comes back with Burnout 1 and I can't keep him up. I think we just throw this on anybody. No, we throw it on the troop stack. It's more spawning. This is so goof troop, silly. Oh look, it's our double fertile ground for 62 spawn. We bring you in here, so we don't have to draw you. So that. Yeah. Rot you, so I don't have to take that silence. Wickless recruit away 18 sap. Seems pretty good. Etch. Give me Formless Child. Front of the line. Formless Child. Yeah, spawn me 64 guys. You may have your attack scaling if you so choose. I will have 722 attack belief. This is probably, like, about as big as I usually make a Hive Mind 3 Belit, except he has Trample. Hive Mind 3 Belit is stupid when you can have Trample Hive Mind 2 Belit instead. I have seen the light. I understand how to play Belit now. Give him Trample, watch the game, like, move on. Let's see. What all are we doing here? So I think what we do We don't need to sandbag here. It's a little different from how we usually roll. Send you downstairs to bring out another dreg. I have no more space on this floor. In theory. But in practice, this doesn't etch. I think I can pox this. It makes Big Sludge die faster if I pox this. But I'm pretty confident we win on top floor. And I can bring out more stuff here. But, like, does it help? Why? Why am I playing cards? This puts a good amount of decay on Seraph, but let's just hit Seraph with our big sludge. I guess the reason to play it is to get Pox out of the deck so I don't redraw it, but it doesn't matter. Like, we know that our hand is going to be filled with Pandemics and Fertile Ground. And the only thing that matters for playing is the Fertile Ground for another 72 rallies. Pretty cool. So many consumed cards. I have never said the phrase 72 rallies while playing this game. That feels pretty good to say. Venture forth. All right, I'm not sure if we have to play the Memories of the Melted in the bottom card again. It does delay our most hilarious game plans, but our game plan online without it is only, like, operating out of one car, and I think it's bad. It's like, we get Pyre Hunter and all that crap. Yeah, the Puffball's baseline health is not... It's freaking crazy belief. The Puffball's baseline health is not, like, built to last through a lot, so we might need to do that again. I don't know. Ew, we got a tomb in the back, so we're gonna blow up that, obviously. I like a Remnant Host. Play this. Everything else looks like it is basically in order. We continue to rally max. And I will go ahead and take some saps. Clearly, we've got entropy on like a 4-turn clock. We've got a standard Dominion clock. Nothing too crazy about what we're doing to Dominion. And we probably plan to just kill this big guy after 3 trips to visit Elite. I guess this doesn't matter very much. So I'll just equip it to the Puffball for plus 15 health. The Great Decay makes this Pyrelite free and gives it a consume tag, so it should etch. It didn't etch, even though we gave it a consume tag. Ooh, that's something to tell the devs. Hey, devs. Wait, is it? It is a spell. It's a spell. It is a card that I consumed. I guess if you put... It might be the case that if you put consume on a card that would purge, nothing changes. I don't know. I'm gonna bring it up and see if they want to change it. Because it's funny. Yeah, it's both. I mean, come on. I can get another edge. Give me another edge. I will be a greedy little greedy guts. Yeah, let me just bring in another dreg here. These will burn out on their own. Formless Child probably just gets trampled over, right? Yeah. Immediately dead. That is okay. I think we hold the Wickless. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the Wickless. Yeah, I think the reason why, coding-wise, you don't get the etch there is because it purges. But, I don't know if that's going to be fully consistent. Like, we'll see. Okay. I see that we are getting swept, and I have no ability to preserve this car. Hey, at least I get the discount. It's fine. You probably survive if you courage. Conscripts, pods, 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 pods. Right there. Explosive. Let's put more decay on this floor while we can. Careful Thug's gonna move on. You always blow up into, like, yeah, go ahead and fungi your armor into like 200 armor. So we're 1/3 killing Savagery. So we might have to win on turn 9 when Savagery gets up there for the 3rd time. We're going to stop killing on the bottom car, which is maybe a problem. Okay, so we've got our Memorial and our Pandemics. I think I'm going to Memorial here so that we always have a puffball on the floor. Pandemic him to remove our clock. Greg. Greg. There's no reason not to play this guy down here. Contagious. We probably want a Contagious on the top floor to propagate sap we just put on him. And then we'll rally 38 times. It's a completely normal number of times to rally. Okay, I can mold it back something and get it endless. And I see that we've generated a random Godaberry. And we're killing this entropy. He tramples through that. Maybe I drip fall him. So the big sludge gets to punch. Does big sludge matter? Good question. The answer's probably not. I think we bring back the Moral Mistress. No, it's probably the Formless Child. Endless Formless Child should be more value. Probably the most value. Is what they're saying. If we drip fall him, do we ever catch up? I think we might lose too much time by drip falling him. We still have to wait for Dominion to, like, kind of fall down. So he's got 1,800 health. This is doing about 1,400 damage. I don't know if we ever gain 400 damage on this floor, but maybe we do. I mean, I'm gonna throw him down there because it's funny when he can't get up the stairs. Probably put the Formless Child at the very front. Oh, I don't have room for Moral Mistress. I'm not gonna re-roll that though. I'm just gonna play her here. Throw out some decay. A lot of Curses of Entropy we're getting hit with. We expect this because our deck is very, very small. And I have to trample through all these guys. So, knocking him down the stairs probably slows us down on killing him because it's going to sync up his spawns with some more guys. So, like, strictly speaking, it's the wrong play to make. Put the puffball over here. We got a Wickless Recruitment. I can Wickless Recruit the sap away. Let's do that for our sap 18 guy. We want to play some of our spells on floors where We are not feeding this incant, but it doesn't matter too much. We're kind of... We are, loosely speaking, unstoppable. Like, I can feed this incant all I want and not lose the run. Because we're going to spawn 66. Oh no, it's one more for each card in the consume pile. So this is actually... This parentheses text is one short of the total spawn value. Okay, so we're going to hit him pretty hard. We're losing a decent amount of our troop stack, I think. Going from 217 troop down to 196 troop. We lost like 20 dudes. When he actually winds up at the front of this other pack, I wasn't sure how the spawn behavior was going to work exactly. Formless Child comes back. For the very... there's no point in pandemicing you more than this. We'll start, like, messing with this guy. This is funny. It might be better to play that on the top floor, I don't know, but it's fine. Technically, I should have played that Blight before I played some of those other cards. Okay, it's just savagery now. Big sludge back to hand. Just play this first. Play Big Sludge. Formless Child has to keep being played while it's endless, because it's hilarious. Bring you in behind the Votivary. Pandemic. Contagious. Behold the debuffs. Fertile Ground for 39. This is definitely the most I've ever rallied, so we win next turn easily. We lost 20 men, less than a third of what we spawned this turn alone. I have never gone so crazy with this card. It's a lot of fun. So we've already won the run. I'm trying to see if there's any other funny numbers in my hand. Alright. I mean, I'm gonna throw this out because I love watching Savagery have a shitload of horrible, horrible debuffs on him. Like, getting... Because the Contagious is also cycling now, where we add a Contagious to the Consume pile and the Discard pile every time we do this. So we play this 4 times. Thanks to the awesome RNG of the large mystery box. Thank you, Richard Garfield. You understand. What a silly run. Honestly, I knew this was going to be a silly run when we created the non-consuming pandemic. Because I'm like, okay. We made several silly choices. We're like, okay, let's take the Great Decay so that we have no deck. Oh, let's take 5 extra copies of this spawn card so that we have more cards before we run out of cards. I'm like, oh, okay. Now that we're running out of cards, let's make all of our cards the same card. The same card that we will never run out of. That was really fun to play. That was so goofy and silly and powerful. An excellent 87th victory. Crazy. Mastered the Great Decay, Big Sludge, and Memorial for the Melted. This is still weird. I'm still not sold on it. I think you kind of only want to play this with, like, Imps, Whelps, or the Tiny Shrooms. We had a couple Tiny Shroom pulls that we could use with it, so that were cool. That was cool. All right, I'm going to be playing Lion's Mane next. The first run we will play is Lion's Mane Luna.